Hello little children, I thought it's time for another Let's Draw. So this is a Let's Draw. Of course it is. Right, I'm listening to something really nice. It's called, right now it's Symphonic Shades from Chris Hülsbeck, which is a German composer. He mostly did video games. Oh wait, sorry, wait a second. I plugged my... yeah, now it works. I do tend to plug the headset in the wrong hole, which is a bit annoying. But we will survive! Sorry for the little contretemps. I don't know how it's called. So, what can we talk about today? I don't know, there is a lot of art going on currently. Websites. Yeah, I'm still uploading a lot of the webcomic on Catbox. There is a lot already uploaded, the 500 first pages or so. There is also a lot more to upload. Will take more time. Let me see. Yeah, I'm checking if the picture is in the frame. I mean, it would be a little silly to have a Let's Draw and not actually see me draw. Right, in this comic, Lucas has a huge blow to his manliness, which is always funny, especially to write. Essentially, his biggest problem in life is that cat girls that are angry are very funny to draw. Because angry cats are kind of funny. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Nah, it's not just me, come on. People love to see him really irate. So, I'm working on a character page, little sheets I will put on my webcomic page so that people can easily check what person is who and stuff like that, which is useful, I think. The music is quite excellent, by the way. I see if there is a playlist online. There probably is, and if I find it I will put the link in the description below, as usual. Yeah, I'm listening music with my headset so that you don't hear it in the background of the video, except for the 5 seconds or so where you could barely hear it, and I hope this will not be enough for YouTube to declare that I stole music from somebody else. Yeah, YouTube is, I don't know, maybe it's just because it's German YouTube. It's really stingy. Video game music apparently is not really registered as copying stuff, so maybe this should work. Maybe it would work if I like listen to music normally, but I will not take the risk and instead send you a playlist. I may use another one a bit later, we shall see. Backgrounds are the most interesting thing to look being drawn, of course. Yeah, character bios. There are quite a few characters in Adaptive Science by now. I mean, when I started there weren't many characters, and by now still aren't that many characters, but I think Yeah, a little sheet might be very useful. I did notice, however, that yeah, some characters, it would be kind of a spoil to write it there, like who Celia's sister is. I will not say it now because if you're a newcomer, it would be a pretty big spoil. I mean, not the biggest. Okay, no, it probably would be the biggest spoil of the whole webcomic. Or maybe you don't care. Maybe I can say it out loud. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should. The world will never know. What the world will know, however, is how many clicks does it take to get to the center of a... No, nobody knows. Somebody probably tried that anyway. It's stupid, but what can you expect? Boredom is kind of a gift to mankind and also a curse. Because in the one way it's a curse because we get bored so easily and we tend to make really stupid stuff when we're bored. On the other hand, most of our culture is a direct result of us getting bored very quickly. And probably most inventions mankind achieved. It's like, oh man, I don't feel like doing that work. Maybe I can invent a machine to do it for me. We are pretty great in that regard. Other regards where we are not so great. Like, oh, I'm bored. I should kill somebody. This will keep me awake. Bad idea. Don't kill people because you're bored. It happened before. In the USA. It was a child, mind you. Which kind of makes it worse, actually, because it's... Yeah, I'm not a big fan of... Okay, actually, I am fascinated by the creativity and the whole invention that goes behind creating weapons and how they use them. Who isn't, really? Um, but I think we shouldn't use weapons too much. I mean, shouldn't use them at all, kind of. And I'm more of a pacifist, yeah. Oh man, an artist being a pacifist, I bet you didn't see that coming, don't you? I mean, most artists I know of at least, are not really for war. I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with all the joints. Oh man, war is such a hassle, dude. Don't do war. Chill out. I never smoked a joint in my life, actually. I tried tobacco about 3 times in my life. Um, but okay, cigarillos. If you have really good cigarillos that are made with 100% tobacco, without any chemicals and stuff, and really good tobacco, it's actually super tasty. I was surprised. It's like you suddenly understand why mankind started to smoke, except just boredom, of course. Like, hey dude, see that plants? Let's smoke that. Oh yeah. What? Brilliant. What could possibly go wrong? Done. I will add a few more lines with my patented technique of brushing the brush when it's a bit dry. I mean, yeah, that's a little technique I want to explain. Oh yeah, let's do that now. Okay, you need a little piece of cloth, the brush, just go flop, flop. See the hairs here are a bit spread apart now. And now let's look magic. So it's just, yeah. It's probably a cheap effect, but it works for me. And it really is good at giving a wood structure. It's also useful for explosions, smoke and stuff like that. Don't overuse it, however. It's very tempting to overuse it, like, oh, I'm doing a few buildings, so maybe I should dry brush it a little here, so to give a kind of a stone feel, and less is more sometimes. I mean, if I look back at the castle, I notice I draw it much cleaner now than I used to. I kind of put a lot of this little dry brush effect to make the stones, and actually I think it was too much. Too much of a good thing ruins everything. Freaking good music is freaking good. Oh man. I hope you're listening that. And I'm ruining that with my inane babbling. Da, da, da. Let's see it like that. The few seconds you heard the music at the beginning is a feature, so you know exactly what part of the music I'm listening to. Isn't that sheer brilliance? No, it isn't. It's not sheer brilliance. Really, a little thing I'd like to talk about is, yeah, I mean, I just told you about the little character sheet. I try to refrain from introducing characters all the time in Elective Science. I mean, it's kind of easy when you're drawing a comic, like, oh, I have no idea, what shall we do next? Introduce a new character, this will solve everything. So, really when I introduce a character, it's more because I notice the main cast is not fulfilling. I need somebody to fulfill a specific function, and no one in the main cast can fulfill it. Like building a rocket. Okay, Mark can build rockets, but his rockets are made out of cardboard, so they're not the best ones in the world. Okay, the music is done. Maybe I will listen to some chip tunes. I will first listen to some other awesome stuff. After that song, I will make a little cut in the video, but, because it will be about 15-20 minutes long. Or maybe just 15, I don't know. Yep. Concentration. Concentration is good. Oh, here I need to add something, but you'll see it on the finished page later. Little text bubble. Some bugs are kind of cute, actually. I think crabs are kind of cute. And moths. Oh, sorry, about the characters. Yeah, don't introduce characters every time you don't know what to write about. It's very tempting, but it can easily overflow the comic. Or if you introduce new characters, it has to be for a good reason. No. I try to have a little bit of chemistry between the characters. But the last characters I introduced was there was a giant bird person, but it was kind of more for a joke than anything else. And she's the single biggest character in the whole comic. And she loves cake. So there is that. Probably not related. Or is it? Cake makes you grow faster. Disclaimer, don't take health advices from a comic book drawer, because usually we are really bad at health. I try to live a little healthier though. I avoid working on the computer as much as possible. By now I'm doing sports 3 to up to 4 times a week. I eat healthily and stuff like that. This is to make me more effective at drawing. Also, if I drink too much coffee, I will essentially burn. Skin problems are a hassle, guys. Don't have skin problems. It's really annoying. Like you're just minding your own business and, oh, do you want some coffee? Oh yes, I love coffee. Yeah, I do like coffee. And oh no, my skin is now dry as a flake. Arg, the horror. You will scream it in exactly that manner. Hey, I think we will get this page done in this video. How cool is that? It is very cool. I will then continue with the next page for a bit. I don't know if I will film the whole thing. Actually, I do tend to use this word a little more often than I would like to. Call me actually, man. Actually, if you look at the facts. Hey, let's draw a giant floating island. That is weaponized! I did a little illustration a little while ago. When I was a kid, I drew for really stupidly oversized tanks, which I find hilarious now. It's like you have the turret with the guns. No, it's not one gun. No, it's like one turret, and there are 10 cannons on the whole turret, and the turret is super high. It's like vertical turret, like this. It's probably extremely Freudian. How do you pronounce that in English? I don't know. Write it in the comments below! Because if you write it in the comments below, I will automatically know how to pronounce it. Okay, there are some words I know how to pronounce but can't pronounce. I do have that in German too, and a few in French where okay, I'm 27 years now, okay? No, 26. 26, right? Yeah. Once you've hit 18 years here, there is kind of nothing new every year. So it gets a little, one more year now, okay. What do I get? You get a t-shirt, but I don't wear t-shirts. That's all you're gonna get. Okay. Also, yeah, no, that's it. Where was I? Pronunciation. Yeah, I've recently discovered that there is words in French that I've been mispronouncing for over 20 years. Despite knowing so many French people and having gone in a French-German school. And then I found myself preferring my wrong pronunciation because it sounds prettier. Like the little bed there for infants, they call it, you have the berceau, and from that word they have a word to say home, which is a bit familiar, which is called bercail, and I always pronounce it Versailles, like the berceau. Because I thought it made sense. Versailles, it's like the place you want to be in. And then I discovered it's pronounced Bercail, which is just disgusting. It's an ugly, ugly, ugly word. And I think the pronunciation should be mine. It is so much prettier. So you can tell that to people who tell you that French is a beautiful language. And on that bombshell, let's make a cut here and start a new video for science.